Okay, so this one's coming from Penguin Zero, this element reptile. A lot what's going on lately, and I saw the news already, about this whole conspiracy thing, and like you motherfuckers be blowing up a lot of shit on Twitter, honestly. No cap. Like G shit. Like, doesn't it get really tiring that you guys like to stir up drama sometimes? Especially with the the case of Jeffrey Epstein. Uh, People still don't talk about Jeffrey Epstein. Up to a point where we all promised that it was going to be the files were going to be closed, and these people need to be brought to justice. Well, uh, you saw the news. They're not going to do it. I'm not surprised because I already know both sides were already in this. You hear both sides say, we're going to release the Epstein files here. We're going to release the Diddy freak off lists. Here, there, freak offs, Epstein, Paradise Island, this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that. It gets up to a point it's so tired. Well, there you have it. People talking about, like whose side you're on. It's us versus them. Like you're on the offense and all that stuff. Like it's a game. And I already, like I said, I didn't vote. I have not voted, and I chose not to side with anybody. This is one time that, a nigga's got to crash out. And I'm pretty sure guys like this, yes, Charlie has to crash out. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I'm about to have a conniption. I'm sure all of you have seen this by now, but I have to yap about it. It is infuriating. New information just dropped from the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. If you want to call it that, I don't think that nomenclature applies to this circus that's being performed here with all of this. It's a clown show. It's about as much of an investigation as Bozo investigating a pie that was thrown in his face. It's a fucking joke.
It is.
Read this headline
Tell
and tell me it doesn't make you fail the try not to fume challenge. This
Yeah, the DOJ review finds no Jeffrey Epstein client list confirms suicide memo. Man, I'm not shocked at all. I mean, you guys, you people voted for what you want to voted. I don't care at this point. I mean, I already voted before. Like I said, during the elections, I did not vote for anybody, and then this is what you guys are gonna get. Well, kudos to me. Thank God I'm the one that did not vote.
shit has got me steaming. They are trying to, with a straight face, say that Jeffrey Epstein never had a client list and did commit suicide. There was no foul play, no fishy business there. That was no horseradish, no flag on the play, just a classical suicide. Also, no client list, no blackmail, no evidence of either of those two things. How peculiar, considering it wasn't that long ago that they were flaunting that the client list was coming out, the Epstein files were releasing. They even gave the Phase 1 files to a bunch of influencers online for some photo ops, and they were posing like fucking prom pictures. They made a big hoopla that those were the Epstein files in their paws right there. And they'll eventually release to us plebeians out here. Well, if there's no client list, what the fuck is in those folders?
I bet basically stuff that they already know that is, behind that. Stuff that I guess Elon Musk said himself that he was in the Epstein list. There was even videos. There was even videos and photos of him with Epstein and P. Diddy. Literally. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're all talking about going conspiracy and crazy shit. Honestly. I mean, again, like I said, I kind of said it personally on my hand before. Like, I feel like daytime and nighttime, man. Like, I feel like it's at this point that the internet just can't stop. Uh, like the internet wants to feed you. It's a supercomputer that's been feeding this insanity over and over and over again. Where I chose my type of insanity is art. My type of insanity is you know history. My type of insanity is EDM. My type of insanity is drawing. And I put him in there. Also hentai. Go figure.
What, like what? Pokemon card binder? Like what did you give them? Yeah, apparently there's no client list, so what did you hand them? Just an empty file, an empty folder? And not only that, Pam Bondi herself here, she has made so many statements about like how the Epstein client list is on her desk right now. You know, it's over there gathering dust.
Charlie had already did a reaction of this, so I don't know why he's actually reacting it the second time. I get it, you're doing it for just for content or such, but I understand it's an initial natural reaction you guys are doing that people are trying, are very offended, are very disgusted. I mean, personally to me too. I'm like I'm upset too, but I'm also not surprised because when it comes to something like that, with all this crazy stuff, you had to put into consideration that it's not a right or left thing. I mean, guys like Billy Carlson, but you call him a crackhead. He said it already. Both left and right, they're not the same. Guys like Mr. King Black Knuckle, who I wanted to do a reaction video to that and talk to him about that. I'll hopefully try to make a comment about that too. Just hopefully to like explain to him about that. He said the same thing in cultures, two wings of the same bird, you know. And then you hear guys like Wade Davis as well, two wings of the same bird. It's a game. Riza Islam, that's all a game. So why are people offended? Why are people getting upset? Why are you people are reacting such a way? Why y'all feeling some type of way when you saw before your eyes that they were just playing games with y'all? They're never gonna release the files because both sides are in it. Both sides were in it. Clinton, a Trump or a Clinton, or whoever, they probably had their dick sucked by a little girl. Who knows? I mean, you guys did it. This is one of the very few times I don't want to get into too much of this craziness and negativity because, yeah.
Eventually brush it all off and drip feed us the information as it comes, and everyone that's on that list is gonna face justice. She was cutting WWE promos about the Jeffrey Epstein client list. She'd even set hard dates on when it's gonna drop like it was a new album. Mark your calendars, sports fans. The Epstein files dropping on this date. And then the date rolls around and it's just nothing. Like, actually nothing Burger Central.
Nothing.
Like, shit got more delayed than Half-Life 3. It just never showed up, even though she would set dates, and then all of a sudden she's got excuses for why it's not there. But now, apparently there was no client list in the first place, so what the fuck was sitting on your desk, Pam? How could the client list be sitting on your desk when the DOJ and FBI say that there is no client list? What an interesting pickle. That's quite a conundrum. She says that she had the client list, like a physical copy on her desk. She constantly has referenced the client list, spoken directly about the client list. But now all of a sudden, DOJ and FBI said it's not a real thing. I have no idea how she...
It's wild how guys like Cash Patel would dare to say that to Joe Rogan. We're still discovering this. You're literally lying to the face of guys like Joe Rogan. I mean, guys like Asmongold already know this. I mean, guys like Nuxanor, the VTubers, they kind of knew about this. Leaflet, Kirsha. They know, they were all capturing our eyes like, yo, why are you capping to Joe Rogan? Why are you capping? Why are you capping? So much so that Elon Musk decided to make his own branch aside from innovation. I mean, he's a billionaire, so he should not call it the American Party. He should call it the Tesla wing. They could call that. If only Elon Musk could have called it the space wing. That would be awesome. That would be a set political party, a space wing, man. Who is this? Human shit. And he's saying, oh, Trump's on the Epstein list. Oh, this and that, this and that, this and that. Ah,
He's even going to begin to tackle that plot hole there. It is crazy how stupid they treat the rest of humanity. Like, all of the people on the planet are lobotomites, and they can be fed any information whatsoever, and they'll accept it with a smile on their face and think nothing of it. And in some cases, that does happen. But in something like this, there should be zero people on the planet that are happy with this and believe this, because this is the most blatant, fraudulent lie since Wes Watson lying about being 6 feet tall. This is absurd. This is just ridiculous. It is downright diabolical to be doing a cover up job like this. It's literally fart investigated poop and found no shit. They have talked about it themselves for so long about having this client list and all of this blackmail evidence and everything, about how all of them are going to face justice. Pam Bondi talked about tens of thousands of videos that they recovered as well. Like, how are you going to just wipe your ass with that and expect people to believe it? If anyone believes this, you need serious psychiatric help. If you actually swallow this shit they fed you with this information, that it's, a case of suicide, no client list, and no blackmail, you really need to take a hard look in the mirror. Because you are just not like a thinker. Like, you don't have a thinking cap on at all. Because this is just absurd. There should be no one on the planet that is fooled by this. This should make you mad. It absolutely should make you very upset. Because this is blatantly covering up for corrupt, evil people in high positions of power. I saw this said as a joke, but I actually think we're pretty close to them just denying Jeffrey Epstein ever even existed in the first place. I really think the next step here is they're going to start talking about, like, evidence to confirm that Jeffrey Epstein was never real. It was a code name for, like, a shadow operative that never actually existed. There was no island. There were no victims. I think we are not far away from them trying that play.
I wouldn't. I mean, imagine that. Like, if they said it that way, I mean, that means, we're not stupid. Honestly, they try to cover up UFOs. They're failing right now. They're trying to cover up 9/11. They're trying to some shit like that. They're failing right about that. We're imagine that, man. Imagine them covering up. They're covering up the death and album of XXS Tentacion. Imagine that, the FBI doing that. Or better yet, man, no one talks about the conspiracy behind drill rap in the FBI. Like, and CIA are linking together and all that good stuff. Like hearing this kind of stuff, man. Yo, just make a civil war ready, bro. Just pull out a civil war, right? Put up in arms. You got the Second Amendments. Go ahead, pull up the war right there. Oh man, yeah, this Charlie's been has done some good commentating. I mean, he's been executing things well, especially with the jokes he say. Like some that are seem weird. I mean, he's a Florida man. We say some weird shit. We Florida men say some weird shit. So
they're using every weird tactic in the book to try and bury anything even remotely related to Jeffrey Epstein, while trying to put on a strong face about how everyone's going to face justice. Well, where's that? That hasn't happened. And it hasn't happened for years. So what is up with all of this lying? They just keep kicking the can down the road. They have still not released the Epstein files, and now they've put the kibosh on it, saying the Epstein files aren't even real in the first place. It was all just made up, a fucking illusion. So now it is 100% ensuring everyone that was associated with all of that evil gets away with it. And they're just proudly doing it in front of the entire American public's face, spitting in everyone's mouth by trying to say it doesn't exist, it's not real. No client list, no blackmail, nothing like that, and he did kill himself. And apparently they're releasing some surveillance camera footage, like a lot of hours worth of that, to show that no one entered his cell during any of that time. Obviously just doing everything in their power to put the conversation of Jeffrey Epstein and everything around the topic to rest. So now you have the three-letter organizations all working together, the DOJ, the FBI, the DVD, the VCR, the BBL, all of them.
the BBC, the BWC, I'm at what? The NTR. There's so many initials. The CFB, the GAY, the LGBT, the COCK, the NIGG.
Working together, now trying to sell this horseradish about there being no client list and no blackmail. Like, I cannot believe that they are just trying to just say that, even though it's been something they've supposedly acted on and investigated for years and made huge progress on and want to get the information out to the American people because of these dangerous individuals that need to be held accountable and face justice for the crimes that they engaged in on Jeffrey Epstein's island. It was even used as a political talking point for some individuals to gain positions of power, using it as part of their platform about how they're going to fight for justice and release these Jeffrey Epstein files that have been, clogged up for so long and not, the information not out and available to the public. They were going to be the ones to break that dam. They were going to pursue this, come hell or high water, fighting night and day for it. And now those people have been elected only to flip-flop, and now they're totally fine burying the Jeffrey Epstein subject entirely. You should be asking yourself, why? I'll stop ranting on it, but it is just